Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy GZTV back with another video. We are here with another episode of The Sopranos. We have the 60th overall episode. It's quite a milestone. The 8th of the 5th season. We only have about 20 more of these videos or so. So, we're only going to be watching the show for another month. And then I'm probably going to move on to You or Cobra Kai. I think Snowfall's pretty good. There's some suggestions. If you guys have show suggestions, I know it's a little early to be asking for that. But we're going to need a new show coming up here, so yeah, let's, we could do some alternate content, talk about news and stuff, but meh, that's kind of lame. So let's get into it. We have Marco Polo here. This is a pretty important episode. Someone did die. There's no new characters, so we're kind of establishing our ground with other characters, but let's get into it. So getting into kind of what happened, after a recent car chase, Tony meets with Johnny and agrees to pay for the damage to Phil's car. I mean, he kind of caused it. Obviously, Phil's dumbass wasn't paying attention or anything. He was kind of caught up in the moment. But Tony realizes he's going to take it into his own hands. He's going to be a good man here. And yeah, so to control cost, he has the work done in the late big Pussy Bumpin' Sarah's body shop, now run by his widow, Angie. So that's kind of like Tony's way of taking care of Angie, because she doesn't have the big earner in her family anymore. So obviously, yeah, he has her run his body shop, and obviously he controls all the businesses in the mafia. So yeah, he pretty much relinquishes that to her. Why does my hair look fucking retarded, dude? Whatever, dude. It's fine. I guess it doesn't look that bad. But when the work is finished, Phil demands further repairs for non-existent defects, and he's kind of being a hard ass about it. He's kind of being stingy, type of thing. So, yeah, it's a bit strange, obviously, but he's just trying to be a stingy bastard. He's trying to, show his status, I guess. It's a really weird thing. So, tensions continue to rise in New York. They're having a lot of problems in their family, again, kind of like a power swing. Carmine wants to take over, Johnny wants to take over, they're clashing. I feel like that's kind of what's going to culminate into the end of Season 5. So, that's going on in the background. We're kind of getting to other stuff, though. Little Carmine's yacht is deliberately sunk, and he can kind of assume who put another person up to this. His crew attempt to recruit Tony B through Angelo, his old prison buddy. So that's interesting. I mean, you could say that's a low blow. That's pretty fucking bad. Obviously, Tony B's, I wouldn't say he's a free agent. He is kind of doing work for Tony, but at the same time, like, he is pretty available. He's, like, readily available to do anything, His other business ventures don't work. He went through school, did all this stuff just for his massage thing to kind of fall flat and to have a fallout with his business partner. So, yeah. So, Angelo and Rusty offer him a chance to earn. In retaliation for Johnny's hit on Lorraine, someone has to go. Whoever killed Lorraine has to get dealt with and killed. And Tony B definitely hesitates at first. He doesn't want to. This is a completely other side of the family. And he doesn't really want to betray Tony. He's his cousin. They're they're best friends. They were cousins who are a part of each other's lives since birth. So he doesn't want to turn on Tony, and what he's built over the years and what he's earned as a boss and all this type of stuff. So Tony B, knowing that Tony wants to keep the family out of New York hostilities, initially refuses. He's like, yeah, we don't want to get involved with this. You guys have your own thing, your own beef, own situation. I don't want to really get involved here. So, he is short of money, though, and his young sons envy Tony's standard of living, and eventually he agrees. I mean, yeah, partially because of his sons want a better life, and he's trying to give that to them. He's trying to be a good father. So, his assigned target is Joey Peeps, who's one of the guys that was involved on the hit on Lorraine. Tony B finds Joey in his car outside a New York brothel and shoots him along with a prostitute by his side. So those are kind of the only two people that die. But now Tony B is pledging some loyalty to New Jersey. So yeah, it's kind of crazy to see that swing. Tony B's foot is injured when Joey's car rolls over it, and he hobbles back to his own car, which was kind of funny. I think someone did witness him, though, so that could raise some questions. That could lead to some drama kind of down the line. Then anyway, Carmela is planning a surprise party for her father Hugh DeAngelis' 75th birthday. Nudged by her mother Mary, she tells Tony that because of the separation, it would be best if he didn't attend, and he fully understands this. They have mutuals for that because, I mean, yeah, it'd be weird. We don't want a man's birthday party to be weird and awkward. That's the last thing that they want to happen. So Tony is taken aback, but he consents. He's like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So Mary does not want him present because she thinks his vulgar behavior will embarrass her in front of an old friend, Russ Fagoli, who will be attending with his wife. And these are pretty classy people. These are pretty high class individuals. They're pretty rich, all that stuff. So, yeah. That's the real reason, not because of the separation. And we quickly figure that out. Mary has enormous respect for Fagoli, who had a modest career in the Foreign Service. Junior, he's a huge hit for the family. Junior tells Hugh about the party, intentionally ruining the surprise, because we're too old to be getting surprises, apparently. That's kind of like the mentality behind that. I don't know, it's kind of a weird situation. But when Hugh insists that the man of the house attend, Carmela reluctantly invites Tony at short notice. Tony's like, well, it's a little late for you to be doing this, but yeah, he loves Tony. They've had a great relationship through the marriage of Carmela and him, so yeah, he wanted him there, and obviously you have to do what the man wants, the man of the hour wants. So yeah, they kind of conform to that. So at the party, Mary is duly embarrassed by Tony's behavior, slinging the sausages around, making jokes about Italians and all that. But, like, dude, it's his fucking house, He presents Hugh with a Beretta Guabilio shotgun, but Fagoli observes that the best ones are not exported. So at the end of the evening, Tony roughly puts the now devalued shotgun in the trunk of the car. As the Fagolis are leaving, Mary apologizes to them for Tony's conduct. Carmela is furious at her mother's snobbery. Like, you're not rich, you don't have all this money, you don't need to be acting like this, She's commending Tony for his gift to Hugh and his courtesy to the guests. She actually really supports Tony right now. She's like, well, as you can see very shortly, he was really nice. He was a good guy, brought some laughs, gave Hugh a great gift, made his year. But anyway, so as Artie leads the younger guests in a game of Marco Polo, Tony and AJ grab Carmela and throw her into the pool, and they kind of have a family bonding moment for the first time since their separation. Sorry about the background noise. So eventually, Tony and Carmela find themselves alone and kind of in a sort of awkward situation, but at the same time not really, because they've done this before, obviously. They kiss in the pool and spend the night together. He leaves in the morning before she wakes, which is, yeah. So maybe a little bit of reconciliation, maybe a sign of that, I don't know. But obviously, Joseph Joey Peeps Pepperelli was shot by Tony Blundetto on Little Carmine's orders, and Heather was the prostitute with Joey Peeps, who was also shot by Tony Blundetto. So there's obviously a lot of interesting stipulations that are kind of coming up and arising. Tony B kind of pledging loyalty to Little Carmine, and maybe giving him the upper hand in that whole Johnny feud. And well, Tony Soprano over here is possibly getting back with his ex-wife, which is great. I think that's really cool to see the series kind of move forward to that. But anyways, that's gonna do it. I'm out. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Obviously, Carmela's mom was acting a little snobby and kind of like a bitch, like she was above everyone. So there was that. I gotta go, boys. Peace.